Good morning. Today is January 9th. I want to say Happy New Year and welcome to Politics with Pierre. So today we're going to talk about the working class. Many people would say the working poor. So the reason that this topic is so important is because the cost of living has gone up. We have an inflation situation that's out of control where there's been a drastic increase in prices over a short amount of time and wages have remained stagnant. This has led to practically the middle class disappearing, and now we have what's referred to as the working class or working poor. So how did we reach this point? There are some people would say, hey, it's because of low-skilled workers, those who don't have a college degree. Some people would even accuse some people of staying in one job for an extended period of time, not realizing that it's a sacrifice, that people are choosing job security in an uncertain market. So the reality of the situation is big companies have grown to be more powerful, and they have placed less value on their workers and employees that are the reason for these companies becoming more productive and becoming more wealthy. Companies are seeing their wealth grow. They're becoming more productive as a result of technology, but we have not seen an increase in wages. If you look at the federal minimum wage, it's about $7.25, and that has not increased since 2009. New York State's minimum wage is about $15 an hour. However, the federal and state minimum wage needs to be closer to $20 to $25 an hour at the very least, just to keep up with the cost of living. The power is in the hands of Congress, and the power is in the hand of the New York State legislature. Wages have remained stagnant, and people are struggling to get by. The days of $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 in rent is practically disappearing in New York City. We've also seen companies opposed to collective bargaining, opposed to union. We've seen workers lose their hours, workers forced to cut their wages just to keep their jobs, and changes being made to pension plans. We've also seen that as a society, we've made a choice to pick and choose which fields we feel workers should be paid more versus other fields, based on our personal preference rather than the value that's given to society. So there are a lot of things that we need to work on. Again, changing the federal and state minimum wage to at least $20 to $25 per hour to keep up with the cost of living. We need to create incentives for companies to pay their employees more. This could come in the form of tax breaks, grant opportunities, and other things. We also need to create small business development centers in certain underprivileged communities. We need more small businesses that can employ people. We need paid internship, government-funded paid internships, and jobs need to be available for people who are just coming out of college who may not have experience. It is our duty to help these people find jobs, especially after they spent so much money in college. There are things that can be done, and we also need to make a choice to publicly endorse certain fields and say, hey, people like teachers and people in the social services need to be paid more because of the value that they bring to our society. There are definitely things that we can do. So leave your comments. Tell me what you think about the working class situation and about wages remaining stagnant, and what can we do? And also, we need to make sure that we support collective bargaining and crack down on companies that are opposed to them, opposed to collective bargaining tactics. We need to support our unions. So again, leave your comments.